People don't like generosity. Contest I held, and I offered a prize, as most contests do, and there was a negative response. And I know, I get it, and I was expecting that, so it's nothing outside of the plan. See, the thing is, whenever I choose to shout out a channel on a video of mine, say, why would you put that on the internet? People are generally receptive. They don't really care. They're like, okay, you know what? A lot of the time they go and they subscribe too. And they kind of just let that pass. It does its own thing and whatever. That's okay. Not really any disruption in their life. You'd expect that, but no, a lot of my fans are pretty good about stuff like that. However, the moment you add a gift or any form of generosity into anything, prepare for it to enrage people. People don't like when other people experience something good. You see that people post in the comments that did try to submit, and they were very much offended that they weren't chosen because they legitimately believed their submission was better. Okay. It was my contest, though, not yours. And then there were other people in the comments that didn't submit anything for the contest. And they were still displeased with the result, and some people even made it a point to unsubscribe to my channel. Okay, so you're upset that my opinion of a winning submission and your opinion aren't the same, so you're going to leave. However, if I find someone worthy of a shout out, that's okay. I mean, I can't give a shout out to everybody that deserves it, but there were some certain people out there who I believe deserve it most at a certain given time. And no real problem with anyone there. However, I wasn't actually giving them a gift, like a physical, I can hold this in my hand gift. That upsets people. The moment you introduce a prize, people start to lose it. People start to flip out. They freak and they throw a fit. Even if they didn't qualify for the prize, even if they legitimately knew that they weren't going to even try. The moment that prize is given out and generosity is displayed, there's a problem. There's a story of a man who owned a lot of property, and he had one of his helpers, one of his most entrusted helpers, go and hire other people who needed work to get some of the work around the property done. So he did that, and he found a few people who were willing to work for, let's say, $100. Let's just say $100 for the day. And they'd go out there and they said, yes, absolutely, $100 for the day sounds great. That sounds more than fair. Let's do it. So he did, and he let them work. But then later he said, I guess I'll, out of the generosity of my heart and my boss allows it, I'm going to go out and hire some more people. And he goes out and he finds more people in the market that need help and that are out of work. So he says, hey, why don't you come on over? So they come on over and he says, hey, you know what? $100 right there for the day. Great, that's awesome. So he eventually goes out even later. Now the day's not quite over, but it's getting there. And he goes out and finds a couple more people and says, hey, we need some stuff to finish up. How about $100 for the day? And they go, okay, that's great. And then once payment time came, suddenly the people who had been there all day weren't happy anymore because they realized that the people who had only been working a quarter of the time that they were getting the same amount of pay. So they were very upset, very angry, and of course they commented freely regarding it. And the man looked at them and said, but our agreement hasn't changed. Not at all. I'm giving you the $100 for the day that you requested, and that was fair, and that you were happy about at the beginning of the day. But the thing that changed their happiness to anger later in the day was because the man was generous to others. Even though he was still generous to them by giving them the opportunity, what turned a group of happy workers into a group of very angry men at the end of the day was simply generosity. I had this in mind the whole time, and I knew it would happen. And I will continue next year with another contest, and I will fully expect hate in that way as well. Max deserved the prize. He won the prize. If you're mad about it, I suggest starting your own contest, though I somehow doubt you'll have the drive, ambition, or motivation to do so. And I'll simply run the contest just because I really love to piss some people off. So as always, don't just watch my life. Go and live your own. And try to do it happily. See you later.